What if your Uber already arrived and you never called it? Have you ever waited for an Uber and felt like someone was already watching you before you even hit request? My name is Renee Hollis. I'm 30. I live alone in a downtown apartment in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I work remote during the day, freelance editing, and I like going out when I can, just to feel like the world still exists outside my screen. This happened last November after a night out with friends. The bar was cozy, warm lighting, vinyl on the walls, whiskey sours, cheap tacos, laughter that ran long after the drinks were gone. I left around 12:30 a.m. My friend Cass offered to walk me home, but it was only a few blocks. I told her I'd grab an Uber and be fine. That night air was cold and crisp, sharp enough to wake you up but still breathable. Streetlights flickered as I stood by the curb. I pulled up the app, picked home as the destination, clicked confirm ride. A second later, it pinged. Your ride is arriving now. That was fast. Too fast. I hadn't even seen a car pass by. I looked around. Empty streets. No approaching headlights. No engine hum. Just the wind brushing garbage against the sidewalk. I tapped the driver icon to check. That's when my stomach dropped. The driver's name was blank. Just 5 stars in a single word. You. And the photo was me. Same lipstick, same outfit, same braided bun I'd tied up 2 hours earlier. I thought it was a glitch. A cached profile screw-up. I laughed to myself. But it sounded hollow. Then a message popped up in the app. Please get in. I backed away from the curb. No car, no lights. Just my own face smiling back at me from the driver profile. Another message. We can't start until you're inside. That's when the app buzzed and the map shifted. The car icon was now behind me. Directly. I turned around, nothing. But the scent hit me. Faint perfume. The one I'd been wearing. Mixed with something chemical. Burnt plastic. Like scorched electronics. I opened my camera, swiveled it around. Nothing on screen. But in the reflection of the bar window, a car. Black. Sleek. Idling. And in the driver's seat, me. I blinked and looked again. Nothing. Just a window. Just dark glass. I ran back inside the bar. The bouncer gave me a look. Thought you left. Can I hang here for a minute? He nodded. I deleted the Uber app, restarted my phone. It buzzed instantly. Ride in progress. Estimated time, 13 minutes. I hadn't entered a car. Hadn't left the bar. But the ride was counting down. ETA, 11 minutes. I bolted into the restroom. Locked the door. Opened the app again. Now, the profile picture had changed. It was me again. Only older. Paler. Eyes wide open. Dead. ETA. 6 minutes. The door rattled. Someone knocking. Renee? But it wasn't anyone I knew. The voice sounded like mine. Whispery. Digitized. As if spoken through an old phone. Please get in. I backed away from the door. Tried to text Cass. No signal. Not even Wi-Fi. The screen flickered. Arriving now. The door handle twisted. I screamed. Silence. When I opened my eyes, I was outside again, standing at the curb. No memory of leaving the restroom. My phone in my hand. The app open. Thanks for riding, Renee. Please rate your driver. And below it, a photo of me. In the back seat. Smiling. Eyes closed. Unmoving. And now, every time I request a ride, it's the same driver. Same profile. Same message. You are on the way. I froze, my fingers trembling as I stared at the app, a sick feeling creeping up my spine. I tapped the screen to cancel, but the option was gone. The ride was already in motion, unseen, unheard, but inevitable. I could feel it. The presence. It was close. even as the streets around me seemed still. There was an electric hum in the air, like the moment before a thunderstorm. I tried to move, to run, but my legs wouldn't obey. It was as if the very ground beneath me had turned to stone, holding me in place. And then I heard it, the low hum of an engine. It started faint, distant, then grew louder, closer. I spun around, heart pounding, pulse roaring in my ears. There was nothing. No car, no headlights, just the cold, empty street. But the hum didn't stop. It was right behind me. I turned again, more frantically this time, my breath ragged, choking in the frigid air. And then, just like before, the reflection in the window. The car, sleek, black, and it was parked right behind me, an inch from my back. The window rolled down with a soft click. I didn't look. I couldn't. But the voice came. "Get in, Renee." The voice, it was mine. But it was wrong, twisted, distorted. Something was off. It sounded like the version of me I'd just seen in the app. Pale, lifeless. The door creaked. I felt it. Cold air spilling from inside, as if inviting me, beckoning me to join it. Something scraped against the concrete beneath me. I looked down, my own footsteps, each one echoing louder than the last. But they weren't mine. They weren't the way I'd been walking. I looked up, just in time to see the reflection in the window again. I wasn't alone. There, in the darkened back seat, I saw her. A woman. She wore my face, same eyes, same lips, but she was older. Her skin was paper thin. Her eyes were wide open, staring into the void. And she smiled. But it wasn't a smile. It was a grin. A grin filled with something dark, something cold. I screamed. The door slammed open. I tried to run, but my legs betrayed me again, like they were shackled to the ground. I stumbled backward, falling into the wet street. The voice came again, colder, sharper. "Please, don't make this harder, Renee." I turned, eyes wide, searching for someone, anyone, who could help. But there was no one. The street was still empty. No one was walking by. The buildings, dark and silent. The world was holding its breath. I forced myself to stand. My phone buzzed again. "Your ride is here." I didn't even want to check, but I had no choice. I looked at the screen, the words glowing ominously in the dark. The car was behind me. No headlights, no engine sound, but I could feel it. It was watching me. I turned to face it. It was there, my reflection. But it wasn't me, it was her, the other me. Her lips moved. "Get in, Renee, you're already here." And then I saw it. The driver's seat, empty. But in the rearview mirror, her eyes staring back at me. And she whispered something I couldn't hear, but I felt it. It was a promise that I was already trapped in this cycle, trapped in this ride. I had no choice. I reached for the door, and that's when I saw it, the back seat, where she'd been. Empty, but the seatbelt was fastened. For me. Suddenly, the phone buzzed again. "Thanks for riding, Renee." And the words appeared. "Please rate your driver." I was in the car, eyes closed, unmoving. But it wasn't the first time. It wouldn't be the last. The ride would never end. Forever. The app pinged one last time. "Renee, Please rate your driver." The words blinked in front of me, and I was already trapped. Did this true Uber horror story give you chills? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever had a scary experience in an Uber? Hit that like button if this story kept you on the edge of your seat, and subscribe for more bone-chilling true crime and horror stories. Don't forget to click the bell icon so you won't miss any of our terrifying tales. Share this video with your friends, and let's keep the fear alive together.